Hey everyone, I'm your host Yasmine Belle. Welcome to Money Matters Radio. This show is specially made for you if you are a woman seeking to build her own powerhouse from the inside and out and intentionally shows up as the CEO of her own life to dream, execute, and lead with confidence while making an impact. This is a safe space to have the courageous conversation of all things money matters and everything in between while we empower leadership growth to have the life you really love. Today, we're discussing the importance of balancing your energy and body flow through grounding work. Thank you for letting me share my voice with you today. I took last week off for my own, to be in my own skin really, and as I too hit a wall. And as always, I want to bring you content that is very authentic and coming from a real place, so thank you for your patience. So when I took some time for myself last week, it allowed me to practice grounding work, which is very new to me, and it allowed me to reset and recharge during these times of uncertainty and crisis. So I'm really excited to share with you today what I have learned and practiced personally for grounding for 5 days, and how it affected my body and mental state. So in some respects, grounding work is learning how to master the matrix of your environment. So grounding, it's also called earthing, and it's a therapeutic technique that involves doing activities that ground or electrically reconnect you to the earth. This practice relies on earthing science of grounding physics to explain how electrical charges from the earth can have a positive effect on your body. So when we use grounding work to balance our bodies, we have to have patience. So our health is being ravaged by the financial and emotional stress that is ill-supported, leading to depression and anxiety, which are on the rise. And practicing patience is a quality that is necessary to develop in order for anyone to achieve what they want in life. Time is associated with this quality, and anything that exists within this time requires patience to manifest itself. So it suggests that we allow everything that is due course to mature and ripen. So when we are rooted in life, we accept things with patience and let everything assume its natural ebb and flow. Love is the core of who we are, and it is the quality that best describes our nature and from which we are able to live as creatives and fulfilled beings. So love is the essence of all things, and when we are willing to remember this, instantly we connect with the love vibration, which is all things and all people. So when we're opening our heart to love, we find the best in ourselves and in others. So it teaches us to trust quintessentially goodness and the sweetness of life. So I wanted to share with you some simple tips to grounding. When my mind is racing or feel that I have 101 things to tackle today and feel that there's not enough hours in the day to complete those tasks, I ground myself to bring me back to the here and the now, which is very helpful in managing overwhelming feelings of anxiety, stress, or worry. And it is a great way to calm your body down very quickly. So when you're inside an office or indoors and you cannot seem to go outside, this simple technique can be used to ground you. And it is also known as the 5-4-3-2-1 grounding technique. Many psychologists use this method for their clients to treat anxiety and depression. So the 5-4-3-2-1 is as follows. So 5 meaning like look around you in your space, right? So, and point out 5 things you can see, right? So right now I can see, my lights, my computer, my microphone, my table, my curtains, so pick 5 things that you can actually see. So it's basically paying attention to your environment. And then 4 things you can feel, right? So right now I can feel my jacket, I can feel, the table, my glass of water that I have here. So 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear. So right now I'm a little bit soundproofed, but I could still hear from far away a child playing in the background. I can hear definitely chirping, bird chirping, which is quite lovely actually. And then what can I hear? Cars, just very subtle cars driving by. So there you go. So 3 things I can hear. So then the second one, it's 2 things you can smell. right now, smell. Well, freshness, because I just cleaned my house yesterday. I can smell coffee because I was brewing coffee. So 2 things you can smell, and then 1 thing you can taste. So, right now it's toothpaste because I just brushed my teeth. So there you go. 5 things you can see, 4 things you can feel, 3 things you can hear, 2 things you can smell, and 1 thing you can taste. So this technique gives you the ability to use your 5 senses to help you bring you back to the present moment, which anxiety and depression cannot live. The second technique that I use very often, actually, it starts with you sitting very comfortably, closing your eyes, and taking a couple of really deep breaths. So when you take deep breath, and what you want to do is inhale from your nose, count 3 counts, right? 1, 2, and 3, and then out from your mouth, 1, 2, and 3. And so what happens when you actually breathe out from your mouth, it actually calms there's a calming, electromagnetic fields that actually calm your brain instantly. So you want to go 3 counts, 3 counts. And I actually do this quite often and have my team do it with me as well, especially when we're jumping on a Zoom call or things like that. It just helps us just clear the air and, come from more of a relaxed state. So this really helps me a lot, especially when we have a full charge day and I need to be on my A game and to be a high performer. So this is a great way to naturally practice releasing that energy that does not serve your higher self. So my third grounding technique is you get your adrenaline fueled energy out. So you can try running on a treadmill, if you have one at home, running up down the stairs, take a walk or a run outside, cleaning the house, cleaning your kitchen, backyard, let that energy fuel you. And the last one, which I love to do, which I do quite often, to me, dance around the house while listening to loud music, because for me, loud music lifts my vibration and it transports me to a happy place. So you definitely want to pick something that really brings joy in your life and really makes you happy. So after my hike, which takes me about an hour-ish, before I return to my car, I will take off my sneakers, my running shoes, and I will walk around the grass barefoot for about 30 to 40 minutes. And sometimes I'll sit on the grass with my feet on the ground, and I can feel in seconds the level of calmness in my body, and I am so aware of that tranquil state and my body change. It is quite, it's like magic, really. And it is quite incredible. And such a simple fact of walking barefoot in the grass can really help you, lead your body to a more balanced state, right? So I found myself actually very productive when I just took a moment to allow myself. I was very clear-minded last week when I really grounded myself for 5 days straight. The earth has electromagnetic fields which actually go through your body, through your feet, that helps with inflammation, which is the cause of so much health and body pain. So I actually have a bad ankle and I still run, and after my runs on a usual basis, I actually have to ice it right after. So and the difference that I found by just grounding 5 days is I didn't have any pain, nor did I have to ice my ankle, which to me, I was flabbergasted, to be honest with you. So I practiced grounding work for 5 days straight and stopped on the weekend. So Saturday and Sunday I did not ground, nor did I go for my run. And I wanted to see and feel the difference in my body, and took also notes of how I felt and how calm my body was, etc. And sadly, on Sunday, my ankle started to hurt and project this kind of shooting pain, which was ironic because I haven't done any grounding those days, nor did I even really exercise. I'm eager to continue with this grounding practice because, like anything in life, we have to be consistent if we want to see long-term change. So I loved that feeling of grounding and really feeling like, serenity, and it really brings energy, like really good energy flow. So grounding is an absolute lifestyle that I will be cultivating for myself here on out. And especially now with everything around us, the feeling, the instability, and during our economic crisis, the stress and anxiety level are extremely high, and personalities are coming out in people that wouldn't normally. So these times are so important to, have some grounding techniques which will help you manage your energy balance and calm your nervous system so that you are able to think rationally and come from a strong and calm state of mind. If you had a chance to catch my podcast on how to cope with financial stress, it is available on iTunes and Spotify, where I discuss when we operate from a stress position, you make, really bad decisions, even though you know better. So under financial stress, at that point, even if you consider yourself an intelligent, rational person, your ability to make good choices is impaired by financial stress. Under stress, blood flow and electrical activities are reduced by the amygdala, which is a survival part of the brain, which helps us with problem solving, concentration, and planning, and impulse control. Hence, the reduced functioning of these areas can really lead to poor decision making. And when you are worried about your financial situation, your decisions become more impulsive and driven by survival. Therefore, you're likely to act from a quick and decisive place and have less of impulse control. So get out there today and try some grounding work to stay focused and balanced in your business and personal relationships. Please comment below if you have tried grounding work or will try it. I would love to get your feedback, or if you have any other techniques that you may share, please do so. I am leaving you today with my nuggets of wisdom. If you cannot manage stress, you cannot manage success. So give yourself some care today and ground yourself. Thank you for listening. Until next time, ciao. Thank you for listening to our episode, and be sure to follow us on our podcast at Money Matterz Radio and YouTube channel at Money Matterz TV for the latest episode released each week. And don't forget to become a member on our Facebook group at WomanCEO Inc. Money Chat for the latest financial hacks and roundtable discussion. Live with intention, own your powerhouse, and show up as a CEO of your own life. Until next time, ciao.